I got broads in Atlanta.
Hey guys, what up? Welcome back. Hope you're all staying safe out there. Gonna do a watch of this ONEFOUR documentary on Vice. Did try watch it this morning on the live, and it just turned out to be an absolute disaster. And I'll show you why it turned out to be an absolute disaster, because of this little email that I've received from YouTube, which says video title, which is my video title, first live stream, watch of ONEFOUR, etc. Copyrighted content. Noisy, GRI, Aussie Drill, Digital Master, YouTube, yeah, claimed by Vice YouTube network. So basically, they've said you cannot keep your stream up, blah blah. You know, it kept getting taken down. So we'll watch it on here. Then I can edit out little bits, and maybe I'll be able to upload it. Should be able to upload it. Anyway, let's jump onto it, man. So this is when they're all getting rowdy on our bikes.
If you're from Western Sydney, you know that this was a war zone. Out here, it's a war zone.
Retaliation is a must, ain't no maybe ifs or buts. We took numerous trips around there, but lad, that's something I can't discuss. I don't wanna end up in cuffs.
So this is the whole look at that perfect stopping position that I did. Mount Druitt courthouse. So they're outside courthouse with the flares and just going absolutely mental. I like how they've positioned that perfectly in the background. So this is the part where they were doing music video for Spot the Difference, I think it were. And the whole thing's about rapping about knives, violence, and prison. He's what they do anyway, innit?
And he left his Uzzo shit and he's still out talking tough.
I'm interested to hear what Australian drill sounds like. It's getting viral on Twitter right now.
That was he. This is fire.
Who has the biggest buzz around them right now?
Crazy.
Undeniably ONEFOUR.
For me, drill music is storytelling. Storytelling about your upbringing and what you've gone through and what you've witnessed, you know?
If you know hoods in Sydney, everyone in Sydney can tell you that Mount Druitt's got a name for violence.
Mount Druitt, that's what it is. So that you know, the whole flyover of the top of the train station, that's this train station where we did the whole fighting video, didn't we? That's this train station that all the fighting were in.
It was a lot more worse than it is now. There's still violence here and there, you know, brawls, stabbings, other stuff we don't want to get into.
We could like explain our stories through music. We could actually paint that picture.
We could relate. We can't relate to shooting or something. We can relate to stabbings and punch-ons though.
I love just fucking twisting.
We're going to be shooting a clip tonight. Everyone's going to be there. We're going to have bikes and that. Show you the hood out here. Everyone's going to come out tonight.
Watch out. Little kid running down the street, man. Got bikes doing wheelies and stuff. So this is like the I won't call it a ghetto, but it's the more run down part of Australia is where they're filming it, or where they grew up. But in the bit before that, they were saying, you know, yeah, we can't relate to going out and saying, you know, oh yeah, we're shooting people, but it's more intimate to stab someone in it. You've got to be up close and personal. I mean, there's a house across the road from me about 100 yards. I could shoot somebody from here. I won't say that. If somebody wanted to, they could shoot somebody from the distance from my house to the house across the street. Yeah, and it won't be as personal as walking up and stabbing them, is it? It's more intimate when you stab someone.
You're growing up here, you got to have a dirt bike, you know, just in case they want to have fun and get away from the pigs and that. We'll have a couple bikes running the shoot as well, you'll see tonight.
Bike's tiny for that guy.
We're Australia's first and only drill group. Yeah. What makes us a drill group is that we actually do what we rap about.
Mount Druitt's home, you know. Yeah, it's a big place.
It's the trenches.
This is the area that needs the most support, you know? Yeah. It's different to out near the beaches, you know? No one from the beaches comes around here. When I'm out and about and I'm out of the area, I do get homesick. We dressed it.
So, you know, it said, he did have a little laugh when he said we're Australia's first and only drill group, because You know, we're not just rapping about it, we're out there doing it, which is the whole conflict between 21 District, 1-4, the Hooligan Hefs and the rest of them. You know, everyone's saying, oh, you're just rapping about it, you're not doing it, because everybody's got something to say. If you listen to 21 District's music, they're saying, oh, 1-4's just rapping about it, they're not out there doing it. So everyone's got their own opinion, who's doing stuff, who's not doing stuff. But, you know, we've all seen the videos about the fights and stuff like that, so make your mind up who's doing it, who's not doing it.
You know, no one from the beaches comes around here. When I'm out and about and I'm out of the area, I do get homesick. We dress different out here, we talk different.
Usually people like to wear shocks, TNs, maxis, trackies, you know. I mess with certain people in the Australian rap scene, but you know, they just hear stories and rap it. When other people, they're doing it and then they rap it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're not, you know, rappers being gangsters. We've done it and now we're rapping, you know, we're telling our story.
So, say something for the camera also. Say something for the camera.
Tell them what used to happen in here, in this garage here.
Oh, man, this is where it all started, you know, the street, this is where we all grew up, this is where we thought, you know, we were the best rappers, but we weren't.
But hey, Sally, also, tell them where you're at right now.
Fuck, you know, been behind 4 walls, but that's alright, you know, because I'll be soon home.
100, bro, soon home, he's in the 4 walls, you know.
And so when they were filming this, Sally was in prison. I don't know if he's still in prison. Is he still in prison? To be honest with you, I'm kind of getting used to people's names, but I still sort of lose track of where people are, because, you know, I haven't done it in chronological order. I've done sort of like nipped in there, nipped out there, you know, done little bits and bats. So, you know, it's kind of hard for me to still keep on top of stuff.
100, bro, soon home, he's in the 4 walls, you know. 100, soon on road.
Selly 1-4 from the west in Sydney, running with boys where you test is risky. G-dub and the rest be fishy, contagious, man, I left them itchy.
What we've learned through music and business and that, like touring is where you want to be and what you want to do, but what's been holding us back is like the boys' legals, you know, the boys that we got some boys that do rap and are at court at the moment.
We got boys getting pinched like my friend Sel, you know, he could have been out here rapping still, but you know, he just couldn't leave the streets and that. Yeah, it's also.
Yeah, so Sally could still be out there rapping. We did a track the other week by Sally 1-4, didn't we? So he's saying, what's stopping us from touring is the legals. You know, we've got boys out there that can rap, but they're not allowed to do it because, you know, they've got court dates, they're getting pinched, they're getting locked up. It's not probably the best way to run a music career. You know, just getting locked up all the time. You know, it's like taking people in and out of the group all the time. So you know, even though they've got like that chemistry, you know, if you just stick with the same people constantly, you know, everybody feeds off each other. But you know, missing people here and there sort of takes different vibes out of the music, and somebody might have a better flow than somebody else, you know, and stuff like that, which probably ain't the best way to run a group, but.
You just couldn't leave the streets and that. Yeah, it's also.
All the boys, you know, all the boys in the system doing it hard. But don't worry, you know, we'll all be home soon.
100, bro.
Yeah. Fuck, lad, you should have seen how he was bleeding out. Covered in red, but I chefed him again cause his man backed off when he needed help. Dripping blood from his body like he was donated to Red Cross. Pull out my shank and then jet off. Pull out my shank and then jet off.
One of the boys, Selly, real close to a lot of these boys, man.
This is Selly's one of Selly's favourite houses to fucking Bender at. I mean, all the boys we used to drink in here, we used to have fires and that, you know. I don't know what's going on now, no one's here anymore, but yeah.
I remember I came here one night, I was with Paulie, and I was sitting at this house and fucking Lebby came out of nowhere and I was like, what are you doing? Chopper everywhere. And he's like, oh, you pulled it out. I was like, cuz I'm fucking hiding this. And I was like, what? You're mad, cunt. You full got pinched for that night too. Little boy too, little white boy. He's like up to here, shorter, yeah.
When you don't know how to fight, you gotta use what's around you. I put that away, man.
So, you know, they're actually backing up the stories, you know, the stuff that they're rapping about. They're saying, well, yeah, it happened, you know, the chopper were out looking for my boy, had a knife or a gun or whatever he had on him. Yeah, and he got pinched for it. This is where we used to have drinks, this is where we used to, you know, have benders at. So it's like the whole background, this is where we came from, this is where we are now, sort of thing, innit?
I'm telling
In
you,
my life,
that was
bro.
our best friend for
Every
a good
night,
fucking
cunt.
year and a half,
Every
mate.
night, bro. Get that bird out every night.
Over there, a very special spot. First time I ever got jumped by police.
First time I ever got
Shakes
jumped
and
by police.
shifts. I swear that's all we need when we go to take that trip. Ay, ay.
They used to throw their weight around, jump on us in the dark. There's no cameras out here, you know. And then when they used to find out our age and that, all of a sudden you're free to go, you know. No charges laid or nothing, you know. And we used to be cheering, you know. Oh yeah, we got away with it, but really, and they're just cleaning up their tracks and letting us go home and that, you know.
I swear that's all we need.
At the end of the day, they're trying to do their job, but they've done more than that. I remember one of JM's brothers, and they pinched him and they gave him a big beating. His face was not normal, you know, and just chucked him out the truck. They're at my front door every day. I'm not even on bail, not on nothing anymore, but they still show up being menaces and that. So.
Yeah, Spenny's saying that, you know, they're showing up at my house, but I'm not even on bail. But if you sort of like make that name for yourself, don't you? You make that name for yourself and have that reputation, so they'll know whether. So you sort of like, oh, let's just go check on him today, make sure he's not up to no good. Making that name for himself with the cops.
Got no love for them.
If this video gets anywhere, tell whoever's up there to fix the reception out here. We've got no reception on our phones and that. You can never get through to anyone, I swear.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't call police out here.
Yeah.
See how like every house that we walk past has got dogs in that? Because the crime rate used to be so hard back in the day. All of these boys breaking enters and all that. So nearly every second house has a dog to warn the owners and that.
There's a lot of stray dogs around here, you know. We used to get chased, bro, and a lot of our boys got a lot of.
So yeah, he's saying, I hope this documentary goes somewhere so we can get some better cell towers out here, man. So we can get some better reception out here than the other guy goes. You don't want to do that, man, because they'll be at a fun place. Now they're just talking about dogs, you know. I've got a dog. I think most people have got dogs, you know. But they're saying, oh yeah, people used to have dogs because the crime rate was so high that the dogs used to warn people off. Get those dogs barking, man. Don't want to rob that house. Look at the size of that dog.
Boys, you know, they can't get away in that, you know. So when we used to hit the fences and that, and they couldn't hit the fences properly, we had to jump down in that and, like, you know, just cause distractions and that, you know. This is where everything started, you know. All the boys used to link up back in the days, like 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago. Yeah. We're all real young, you know, still in school and that. We used to kick back in this garage here. We used to label them 1-4 parties. Everyone from the area will come and they'd go off, you know. Everyone used to turn on the coppers after the parties were getting shut down and that. Everyone would just wait for the end and just try to turn on the cops when they used to pull through, you know. Yeah. Bottles, rocks, everything. People would end up on top of their houses and that.
I think people used to come to the parties just to watch the fights afterwards as well.
Yeah, people used to punch on, you know.
Back in the days, you'd get your name out for being like a mad fighter or, you know, doing the craziest stuff. So, you know, if this kid, you know, if we heard that this kid, you know, ran up into a school and just, you know, bladed a gun, you know, he'd get a big name out in the street saying, you know, wow, that guy did this. And then someone would try and do a crazier thing, you know.
I think the biggest opposition when they were younger, but it sounds of it were the police. So he said, you know, we used to hit the fences, you know, police used to come around, used to jump over fences. Jumping over fences rather than running in the straight lines. Easy if you're younger, but harder for cops, because cops have all, you know, the stuff on them, you know, they've got all the equipment on them. It's hard for them to jump over the fences, but they're saying, you know, there were a lot of guys that are quite big, you know, and they couldn't get over the fences, so we had to jump back down, make a lot of noise, so distract the police from getting these guys that were a lot slower and kind of got left behind when we were running away. And then, you know, they went to a little garage. This is where we used to have parties, but then again, it turns into battles with police. Police used to turn up, so we used to throw bottles at them. Or they used to be fighting afterwards, you know, and then obviously that part there about a kid running up into school, that'll go down as not legendary, but you'll always know that kid's name, you know. So so-and-so run up into school and you know, chef that guy, and that kid will always be known for doing that. And then, like you said, you know, then someone will have to, you know, better his reputation by doing something even bigger than that. So it's all about reputations and getting your name out there, and, you know, getting that respect as somebody that's done something, you know, rather than somebody that talks about doing something.
and just, you know, later, you know, he'd get a big name out in the street saying, you know, wow, that guy did this, and then someone would try and do a crazier thing, you know.
Yeah, I'm a 1-4 veteran, boss on my hood cause I back my section. When I met the streets and slapped that thing, lad, I knew I found my obsession. Had me running the ball, no question, swear any op I saw, I pressed him.
But yeah, ops are opposition.
We adopted that one from UK and US. They said op first, but around here, a real filthy word to call your enemies like dogs and gronks, you know what I mean? That's Aussie slang, you know?
Here, dog, you know?
It's a rude word.
Real disrespectful word, you know what I mean? When you get caught that, they're just labelling you with like, at the lowest, you know what I mean? Here in Australia.
So what happens if you get called that?
Fuck, it's all up to you. That's your pride you want to take care of.
Yeah, so like in obviously opposition, but you know, you said about ops and dogs, that's kind of sort of like the same as calling someone a bitch. If you're in prison in America and you call someone a bitch, fight's on. No matter, fight is on. Yeah, you put your shoes on, you lace them up, then you're fighting. You call someone a bitch in America, fight's on. You say, you know, you call someone, that's sort of the same as calling someone a dog or a gronk. That's the lowest of the low. If you're calling someone that and they don't retaliate on you, they don't do out, then you're not just beating them, you're beating the pride. The pride's getting taken from them.
To you, that's your pride you want to take care of.
Down when I grip that steel, hands up when I bring that hammer. Come through while I pull that ching, have your head face down like a Southwest ganger. 1-4, we ain't got no manners, only if you test my crew. If you ain't a part of this beef and you want to talk shit, you can get some too.
Well, he's got a drink. Leave me a drink, bro. Let's have a drink, pal. Might as well pop one open, eh?
Woodstock bourbon.
Australia's finest. Woodstock, bro. Yeah, this is our Jack Daniels and our Jim Beam. Hey, breakfast for Panadol, though. So tonight we'll be heading over to MO. We're gonna shoot for our new single called "Spot the Difference." You just see more boys, you know. You see more gang in that. It'll be a good shoot too, because it's good energy and good vibes when it comes to this shoot, you know. Now it's good just to see everyone together, you know, everyone gets to turn in front of the camera. It's good to see everyone just have fun in that, you know.
My district has too much thrillers. Like who wants them? Like who wants more Sydney thrillers? They talk that talk from gas, but them boys they ain't got no jiggers.
Everyone's turning first, I think.
Trenches, but them boys ain't got no jiggers. Like what's the difference?
We're still active, we're still urgent. If I ain't there in the field, cuz then I guarantee you I'm working. My crew's still in the trap, flipping packs, this and that.
No, so imagine if you were, obviously I know that this is just a music video, yeah, for Spot the Difference, but obviously it's getting filmed in location, it's a real location. You know, it did show the train station, so whether it's outside train station or not, I don't know. But imagine if you're just walking past. Imagine if you just finish work and you're walking past and you see, obviously you don't see the cameras, but you see all these guys at the flares and that you were like, I think I'll take a different route.
This is 27 district, but every national, you name it, everyone's here, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I hear my brother's from 60 and that. Huh? 60 bar. 60 bar.
That's one thing that I've noticed about Australia, you know, since I started doing all the music for it, is all the different nationalities. You get so many different nationalities, but they all become so close together. So, you know, you're not just saying, oh, stay away from them, they're Tongans, stay away from them, they're from, you know, Samoa or New Zealand. It's like, yeah, I've got respect for you, you've got respect for me, let's stick together, man. Which is good, really, isn't it?
I hear my brother's from 60 and that. Huh? 60 bar. 60 bar.
Murder squad.
Yeah,
Murder squad. 60.
Oh yeah, no, we just do music videos, yeah. So, because we can't tour in that, but yeah, music videos help our views as well, you know.
In Australia, not many people do what we're doing, so it's good to see Australia do things like this. It's out of the ordinary for some people.
Look, who's that up on the front? Oh, what a fucking valley! Come to the front! Come to the front! Come to the front!
Like who wants war? We see these realists. They talk that talk on gas, but them boys they ain't got no triggers. They act like they in trenches, but them boys ain't got no diggers. Lost what the difference. Run through houses, kick that.
Yeah, so I heard a story about, I think it was about like November, December time. ONEFOUR was supposed to be touring. This was like 2019. I don't know if the story is true or not, but the government said you can't tour. No, you're not doing it. You're not touring. You cannot do it because of, you know, what you're talking about, what you're rapping about, the content, you know, and also you mention names, and if these people turn up with don't want riots going on.
Those that rap the squad, they just talk backstage, drink cameras on, that's where these actors from. They don't front like they feel like they're pussies, but I just don't mind everyone and push it. We violent men, they talk too much, we silence them, quiet them, and plus this blade will take his life and minus them. They say this shit disgusting, but I said we fucking love it. On site we rush and time and place and ops get got in public. Marching like Russians,
So like running out of breath now.
Why do you drink tonight? Yeah, fucking on!
Spin his race now.
Let's go! Let's go to the road! See, I still remember that day when he copped that whack. They took about 15 boys to court and all of us got knocked back. Yeah, back in the days we're chasing shit, but now we don't got that strap. Yeah, I'm hitting that man, you pop on a hop as soon as I clock that back. I'll say burn when I'm on that track. See, I've been going OT in the streets as soon as I got set free. Now my young G's on the roads, they running them up like Assassin's Creed. They scream JM like do something, your boys are a different breed. Then comes out my name like YB said, of course I'm back my G's. That's why I don't listen. We took these trophies serious, now look some of the...
There's a lot of people in there really. You know, obviously there's only certain people that actually do the music, but all the people that have turned up, you know, are all have respect for each other, and you just won't want to walk. Like, see this dude over at rodeo, walking up, if you were walking that road, like this dude here, and you see all these people, you know, you'd be intimidated.
Like, why do you think our faces are hidden? The gang's on strict conditions. We come through militant, whole crew diligent, ready to back our district. They hate our rude image. They say my crew's British. We pull up like who's with it. Load that clip like good finish. Been gone for 2 minutes. Wait, let's stop that car, but I hit that gas when I left that slap. Boop, boop.
Please turn up.
We're not the first ones that ever started this gang stuff. We're not the first ones. We're just one of many that made a voice for everyone to hear about. We're one of them that just made it out, let the whole world know.
It's a good way of looking at it, isn't it? Not the first gang, not the last gang, but a gang that's getting heard. Making a bit of cash off it. Right guys, I think that's that one done again. At least I'll be able to like sort it out so you can watch it and not having to go, oh, that's gone off again. Right guys, that's that one done. Thanks for watching again. See you guys in the next one.